Okay guys, so yesterday we had started with the DNA. DNA मैंने बताया था कि this is the part which is present on the chromosomes. ठीक है जी, chromosomes जो है वो genes उनमें एक चीज होती है और gene के अंदर जो है this part DNA that is present और DNA जो है इसको deoxyribonucleic acid कहते हैं. DNA is a double helical structure. I told you yesterday it's just like a stair. ये एक stair की तरह होता है. ठीक है जी. And I told you that DNA it is made up of its units that is actually containing its units is nucleotide or nucleotide जो है that is made up of deoxyribose sugar. The second thing that was phosphate, and the third thing that was the nitrogenous bases. Okay, so we have discussed all these stuff up here. Okay, so now today we are going to start with the electrophoresis. Electrophoresis. Okay, guys. So we are going to start with the electrophoresis. Electrophoresis is actually the movement of ions under the influence of the current. Okay, so have a look up here. The movement of ions under the influence of current. This is a very important topic, guys. So you should listen this topic very carefully. This is very important topic and it's little bit hard as well. So please just concentrate on it. Okay. Electrophoresis. This is the movement of ions under the influence of current. Okay, that is called as the electrophoresis. Is called electrophoresis. Okay. Now, my dear, electrophoresis that is actually of two types. The first one, types of electrophoresis. Electrophoresis, I told you, it is of two types. The first one that is called as the vapor electrophoresis, and the second one that is called as the gel electrophoresis. Okay, so these are the two different kinds of the electrophoresis. So we have to deal each of them one by one. But before starting this electrophoresis, let me tell you first of all about a second subtopic present in the electrophoresis, because this has to be used up here. That is the isoelectric point. Isoelectric point. Okay, so the isoelectric point that is actually the pH at which any molecule exists in neutral form or zwitterine form. Zwitterine form, let me tell you about the amino acid. In the amino acid, we got the central carbon, we got carboxylic acid at one end, and we got amine group on the other end, we got hydrogen. So these three groups, they are same for every amino acid. Okay, carboxylic acid, amine, hydrogen, and on the fourth side we got R group. So due to change of this R group, there are 22 different kinds of amino acid. Okay, now this is the acidic group. Acid is actually the proton donor. So proton donor means that it is going to donate the proton. Okay, so this group that is going to form C double bond O and O minus. Okay, because it has donated its proton to the water. So then you got carbon, hydrogen, and R. This is actually the basic group. And basic group, that is, my dear, the proton, H positive, accepted. So it accepts the proton. Okay. So what would happen? It would become NH3 positive. Okay. So this whole thing, if you look, it is having the plus one charge and the negative one charge. So if you cancel them, you will get the answer zero. So this whole thing as a whole is neutral, but still contain negative charge on its one side and the positive on the other side. So that is why it is called as the Zwitter ion. Okay, so Zwitter ion. I told you the definition of Zwitter ion before when we did the amino acids. So Zwitter ion जो है ये क्या होता है? इसकी definition क्या होती है? An ion which, as a whole, is neutral but contain positive charge on its one side and negative charge on the other side. Is called Zwitter ion. Okay, guys. So this is called as the Zwitter ion. Now come here again. This topic I'm going to take you again and again to the different things because this topic has got many subtopics. So that is why we have to discuss them. So at the end, we will combine them and you will get everything. So please don't get confused. We have started first of all electrophoresis. Electrophoresis is the movement of ions under the influence of the current. Okay. Got two types of the electrophoresis, paper and gel electrophoresis. So we have to discuss the details of these two. But before that, I'm telling you about the isoelectric point. And before starting isoelectric point, I told you the Zwitter ion, which we have discussed before in the amino acid. Okay, so isoelectric point, it is the pH at which any species, particularly we are going to discuss about the amino acids, are neutral or Zwitter ion form. Is called isoelectric point. So the isoelectric point is actually it's not no, it's not 7. It could be 6, it could be 7, it could be 8, it could be 11. Depends on different species. Okay, it has got the different value of the pH. Okay, so normally when the pH is 7, we say it's neutral, but for Zwitter ion, it could be different. Okay, so we will discuss all about this one. Okay. Guys, I have to rub this one because we have to start with the detail of electrophoresis. But before that, we have to study isoelectric point in detail. Okay, guys, before starting the detail of the isoelectric point, let me tell you the three amino acids up here. We got the three amino acids, carbon. This is the carboxylic acid group. This is the amine group. This is hydrogen, and this is CH3. So this amino acid is alanine, and it got negative charge up here, and it got NH3 positive charge up there. Okay. So this is the first amino acid. Okay. The second amino acid I'm going to take carbon. We got carboxylic acid group and we got amine group NH3 positive. This is hydrogen. This is CH2 4 and NH3 positive. So this is called as the lysine. Okay. And then we got the third amino acid. This is carbon. This is carboxylic acid group which has donated its proton. NH3 positive hydrogen, CH2 four times, and this is C double bond O and O minus. So this is actually the glutamic acid. Okay, so this is the third amino acid. The fourth amino acid I'm going to take carbon. This is C double bond O and O minus. This is NH3 positive. This is hydrogen and this is CH2. With that, the benzene group that is attached. Okay, so this amino acid that is phenyl alanine. You are not required to learn these amino acids. Okay, he's gonna give you in the question. Okay, so don't you worry about it. You are not going to require. Now, my dear students, everybody just listen and tell me, think about it, and tell me. This is the first amino acid. Its name is alanine. Okay, so I want to keep that amino acid neutral. So any one of you could tell me what the pH should I take that it could be neutral. First of all, tell me what's up. Is this amino acid neutral? No, sir. It's not neutral. Okay. So what is that? Is it positively charged? Is it negatively charged? At whole तो वो neutral है. तो बेटा as whole ही मैं भी पूछ रहा हूँ मैं तुमसे ये पूरा amino acid व्हाट्सएप है. This is neutral. Okay. As whole ये पहले से neutral है. Muskan, what you think? What would be the isoelectric point for this amino acid? This is already neutral. What do you think, Muskan? Better just try it. Tell me any pH. Whatever you think.
Sir, 7.
Thank you so much. So this is already neutral. So पहले से जो चीज neutral है, the pH 7, that is the isoelectric point for it. Okay, because this is already neutral. You don't need to change it. Okay, now come towards the next thing. First of all, Uzair, can you tell me what the charge it is having?
Sir, positive.
Thank you so much. This is plus one, this is plus two, and this is minus one. So it is having plus one charge. Yes, what you think, Uzair? I want to make it neutral. मुझे इसको न्यूट्रल बनाना है तो क्या करूंगा इसका एक पॉजिटिव चार्ज मुझे खत्म करना है तो इसमें से प्रोटॉन को मुझे निकालना है ठीक है तो ये चीज एज अ प्रोटॉन डोनर काम करनी चाहिए और दूसरी चीज एज अ प्रोटॉन एक्सेप्टर काम करनी चाहिए so what the pH should I take so that it would become neutral?
सर कोई 7 से ज्यादा फिर कोई भी पीएच ले
Thank you
लें.
so much. So pH above 7, like pH 8 to 9, that would be the isoelectric point for it. Why? Because if you take the pH 8 to 9, 8 to 9 is the basic thing. Base produces OH minus sign. So OH minus sign will take out one of the H positive. Okay. So that this positive ion would remain. Not both positive ions would be removed. So we are not going to take the highest pH. Okay. We only have to take the pH 8 to 9. That would be good for us. Okay. That is going to remove one of the proton from here. Okay. So that is called as the isoelectric point for it. Did you get it? Yes. Muskan beta, you should try for this one. It has negative charge. So negative 1, that is negative 2, and this is plus 1. So it is having negative charge. So I want to remove one of the negative charge from it, Muskan. So what the pH should I take? What do you think? pH 5 to 6. Thank you so much. So pH 5 to 6, that is isoelectric point for it. Everyone is getting it, guys? Agar if anything is already neutral, okay, so pH 7 is isoelectric point for it. If anything is having the two amine group and one carboxylic acid group, the amine group they would get the positive one charge. The carboxylic acid group will get negative charge. So as a whole, it is positively charged. तो पॉजिटिव चार्ज को रिमूव करने के लिए we have to take out the proton from it. Proton accepted is the base, so that is why we have to provide the basic pH to it. Ji Varsa, if you come up here, what the pH is isoelectric point for it? It's already neutral, so what should be the pH? pH 7, that is isoelectric point for it. Okay, did you get it, guys?
Yes, sir.